That's why he's always wrong. Zach had to tell him he was wrong the other night.
Like that. Worldwide. Takeover. Times Square. Takeover. The Takeover. New York Takeover. Man, you just put anything with Takeover.
Team, man, we're doing great. Getting ready for this fight on May 2nd, and I can't wait, man. It's been a long time due, and we're gonna show up and show the world what we made of.
Yeah, this is my favorite type of workout. Part of training.
Why is that?
Fundamentals. Bring back the basics. Basics are everything. Alignment with the feet and the hands. Position.
Deep inside their respective training facilities, time becomes meaningless for Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. Every day brings the same relentless cycle of sparring sessions, endless miles on the road, and countless hours perfecting their craft.
Champ got razor blades in them goddamn gloves. We gonna be switching on his ass. Woo! It's gonna be ugly.
I think he's gonna go in and be patient and handle his business. I mean, compared to Shakur, he's just a masterpiece at his work. So I feel like he's gonna go and pick him apart and.
Months before the arena lights illuminate the ring, both Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez have already committed themselves completely to the grind. Their entire existence has narrowed down to one thing, preparing their bodies and minds for war.
Yo, can I ask you something?
What?
You blame him?
Nah, hell no. That was smart. That was smart. I know what I'm gonna do next time though. I'm gonna punch it.
Especially that hook.
I got you. Look, when he start doing this, I'm gonna punch that shit like right here, his elbow.
And I got a family to take care of. They depend on me. And I'm gonna get to this bag and make sure it works.
Stevenson's preparation unfolds in near silence. Dawn breaks as he steps between the ropes. Moving through technical drills with laser focus, the gym fills with the rhythmic pop of leather meeting mitts, the shuffle of footwork patterns, and his corner team making constant adjustments.
And we got the gym. My happy place.
What is the update on that?
It's a lot better. I'm able to punch. I'm able to whoop ass.
Does it change it being Floyd Schofield on the same vision?
Same vision. Actually, it makes it even better, to be honest, because he been popping a lot of shit. So to put him in his place, I'm gonna love doing that.
Being a coach for Shakur is like a coach's dream, you know. He's technically sound, you know. He's disciplined. He does everything right, you know. All you gotta do is talk gloves and give him water majority of the time. You don't gotta worry about skipping no steps, you know. He gonna follow everything, plus do a little more on his own time, you know. You make a coach job easy.
Wait.
When the bell signals rest, Stevenson becomes a student first. He soaks in every piece of advice before diving back into action. Word has spread that Terrence Crawford has been working alongside Shakur during camp, and Crawford can't stop talking about what he's witnessed from the young champion.
Working with Terrence Bud Crawford, definitely a hell of an experience. You get that type of knowledge, that type of IQ.
I look up to Bud a lot. Honestly, he one of the realest dudes that I done met. He's still a normal person in his head. Like, he don't believe that he's above everyone else. And that's how I feel about myself.
You see me around a lot. Don't act like you ain't seen me around them days. He said that.
Bud, come on. Terrence talking, I try not to talk back. I try to just listen and
Straight boom, straight shot. Like right here, boom, there you go. But you gotta make sure you step. Bam. That's when the motherfucker trying to run out. When the motherfucker trying to run, there you go.
Even if I don't feel the same way that he feeling at the moment, it don't matter. I still want to hear him out and try to understand what he's saying.
If he's here, what do you think he can throw? It's a hook because you out the way of the right hand.
He like a sponge. He soak up everything that he need to soak up, put it into his arsenal, and then he make the best out of everything that he learned from everybody.
Then throw it straight left to the body.
At the end of the day, you don't want to feel like a know-it-all. And the people that know it all are the people that don't go very far. You got to always be a student. You got to always be able to learn and pick up things from this person, that person.
He's a work of art. The sky is the limit with Shakur. He got the boxing skills and the ability to, do whatever he wants in the ring. And it's going to be very hard to beat Shakur, with the skills that he possesses.
Wally Moses remembers a 5-year-old Shakur, practically living at the boxing gym, constantly asking to train and spar even as a child. That hunger never left him. His whole family remains his strongest support system, with his mother and siblings regularly appearing at training sessions, watching him chase his dreams of boxing immortality.
Watching boxing every day. I think when he got around 2 years old, he just sat up and just started punching right in front of the TV. And I was like, oh, you like that? And I think pretty much everything else is icky. You hear me tell tales about taking him into the gym at 5 years old, but when he went into the gym, he was ready to start training and learn how to fight. So he had been learning how to box long before 5 years old.
Meanwhile, Lopez's training headquarters pulses with a completely different vibe, though the work ethic matches Stevenson's intensity. Hip-hop beats pump through the speakers as Lopez explodes through conditioning drills, blending raw athleticism with calculated violence.
As a champion, Teofimo Lopez in the building. You already know what's up. Your father, senior, right here in the building. Okay. Yo, what up, guys? Yeah, box out. Hey, man, it's different. That's what I like. I like that's different. And to even have like an indoor court at the same time. Come on, a little bit. Come on the court a little bit. Yeah, it's a playground. So every time I finish a fight, I go home with almost at least $1 million. But that's not enough with the living and everything that comes around.
Yeah.
Especially in today's era. Today, 10K back then was a lot. Now it's nothing. 10,000. Well, we're paying at least half that in rent or housing.
I'm standing in your way. My bad.
No, man.
Yeah.
Bro, I brought ain't somebody that has brought a major $1 billion company like I did.
When it's time to spar, Lopez's gym becomes a battlefield. Each round brings fierce exchanges and rapid-fire combinations. His coaching staff pushes him to stay dangerous when the action gets heated, to trust his instincts when the pressure mounts.
Yo, we're about to do some light work with Teofimo Lopez, 10-time world champion. Do some light work, moving around.
Three slips.
Yep. Right here.
And a right hand up there. Right left right. 1, 2. Double jab right. I got it.
What truly separates Lopez, according to his trainer, isn't just his dedication to structured workouts or standard fitness routines. It's the pure joy he radiates during every training session. Lopez made a commitment to live in the gym after capturing titles in 2 weight classes, training multiple times daily, even without a scheduled bout on the horizon. This constant dedication has elevated his hand speed, physical strength, and fight intelligence showing his genuine love for the craft beyond just winning fights. Watching him move during practice sessions reveals his natural flow, the way he keeps his footwork smooth and maintains perfect timing while working combinations and movement patterns. His infectious energy during grueling training sessions becomes second nature, and this passion doesn't just improve his balance and reflexes, it energizes everyone training alongside him.
So far, he's an entertaining cat. Like, everything is fun. It's a fun day every day, but it's serious when he's sparring. He gets down to nitty gritty, does his thing, just embarrasses a lot of the sparring partners. And again, I tell him, have fun in there. Like, just make boxing great again, make boxing fun again. Oh, there's a little one.
Man, I've been working my ass off so much.
His opponent is undefeated. He's a frigidity boxer. He jumps in, jumps out. But there's one thing we see that he don't do, and we'll tell you when we do it to him. I can't tell you now, but I'm gonna tell you later.
Takeover Sports, coming soon. Yeah, baby. All day.
Yo sé que asume que sería de tu vida, desde entonces no supe que algún día los amigos del pueblo que dejaron sin ti. Yo quisiera ser de tu pueblo. Todo mi tiempo también. Yeah.
Terence Crawford speaks about Shakur Stevenson with genuine respect and admiration, defending his abilities against critics. Crawford acknowledges that some fans might find Shakur's style unexciting, but those people are missing his incredible talent and ring mastery. Crawford draws parallels between Stevenson and Floyd Mayweather, noting how Mayweather faced similar boring fighter accusations before cementing his legendary status. In Crawford's opinion, Shakur possesses the same level of technical brilliance as Mayweather, displaying the precision, ring intelligence, and lightning reflexes that define truly elite fighters.
No. Hey, like I said, I respect Tank. Boxing, he's one of the ones. Yeah. we gonna take his personality and personal things out of it. But boxing, he's definitely talented. You know what I mean? And he's definitely got that it. And he's definitely respected in boxing. But Shakur's a different fighter. You know, Shakur's different. You know, people may call him boring. People may say he can't punch. But they say the same thing about Floyd. Because they defensive fighters. Yeah.
Teddy Atlas has stepped forward to challenge the narrative surrounding both Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez throughout their professional journeys. Atlas addresses critics who claimed both men cherry-picked opponents, built inflated records, or ducked serious competition. He argues this reputation is completely outdated and unjustified, pointing to both fighters' recent willingness to accept dangerous matchups. Atlas emphasizes how their technical skills, hand speed, and tactical intelligence make them nightmare opponents for anyone in their divisions. Instead of running from tough fights, both Stevenson and Lopez have actively pursued opportunities to prove themselves against world-class opposition, showing remarkable development and tactical flexibility. Atlas firmly believes the avoidance narrative should be buried, stressing that both fighters have earned respect for their accomplishments and their current willingness to face elite-level challenges.
You know, Teofimo at certain spots, he's avoiding this guy, he's avoiding that guy. You can't take those shots at these two guys. Definitely can't now. They are stepping up, and they are taking fights that a lot of people are probably surprised they took. Now, a lot of people will say style-wise, Teddy, style-wise, is this going to be a great fight? I don't know if it will. I mean, style-wise, I could see you having a little reservations, you know, whether or not these guys will make for dynamite, they will make, you know, for electricity. I don't know if they will, but I tell you what they will make for. Two skillful fighters, two talented fighters, you know, two fighters that are at a high skill level that will compete in the sweet science. I mean, Shakur showed aggression in his last fight against Cepeda, you know, being elusive while being aggressive, you know, walking them down, fighting on the inside, you know, boxing well, still being able to counter, still being able to control space, but also be able to go into tight quarters and not be afraid to show that he's good on the inside too, that he can make you miss and make you pay outside and inside. Shakur showed that. That was great. That was great. And people applaud him. I applaud him. We were sitting there ringside. I was sitting there actually with your sister, ringside, watching that fight. And it was a terrific performance. Shakur showing that dimension, showing that attitude, showing that competitiveness, showing that dog like people like to show or like to talk about, and they wanted to see in Shakur.
Stevenson recently appeared on Ariel Helwani's show to share his honest thoughts about Teofimo Lopez, clarifying that no bad blood exists between them personally. Shakur genuinely respects Lopez as a complete fighter, recognizing his hand speed, knockout power, natural athleticism, and overall boxing ability. He acknowledges that Teofimo has maintained these elite attributes throughout his career, making him a dangerous threat inside the ring. While Lopez sometimes makes controversial statements that create friction with fans and media, Shakur refuses to take anything personally. He admits that certain comments, especially ones that have bothered other people, can provide extra motivation when it's time to perform, driving him to reach peak performance levels. However, Shakur sees Teofimo as a dedicated competitor who genuinely pursues boxing excellence. This upcoming fight represents a legitimate test and a chance to measure himself against a skilled, respected, and hungry opponent. For Stevenson, victory isn't just about adding another win, but proving his abilities, mental toughness, and tactical preparation against top-tier competition.
Against a highly capable and motivated opponent.
It's done. I wanna make it happen. So let me hit the guy up.
Honestly, I had been set it up with the higher power people. I kind of asked them, can we make the fight happen? But once it got closer to getting it done, I kind of reached out to Tio, and he was cool.
And obviously this is happening at 140. Why were you interested in that? Why the decision to move up from 135?
I'm not moving up to 140-pound division just yet. I'm actually a 35-pounder, but I moved up for this fight because I know that why would I bring him down? I would have to come up to his weight if I want to fight him. So it only made sense.
Was MSG always the spot that was discussed, or perhaps Prudential Center, Newark, or any other locations?
They asked me Las Vegas or New York, and I told them I like New York. So
Amir Khan recognizes Shakur Stevenson as an exceptionally talented, fundamentally sound fighter who brings genuine value to boxing, despite his style not always thrilling casual viewers. Stevenson's pinpoint accuracy, defensive mastery, and boxing intelligence make him nearly impossible to hit cleanly or defeat convincingly, which represents pure boxing artistry. Though Khan appreciates fighters like Teofimo Lopez for their explosive aggression and finishing power, he also understands Stevenson's championship-level capabilities. Khan realizes that many fans incorrectly view tactical, defensive brilliance as boring entertainment. At championship levels, avoiding punishment, managing distance, and outsmarting opponents represent true boxing mastery. Stevenson's technical excellence and victories over elite competition demonstrate there's artistry and skill beyond just dramatic knockouts. Stevenson enters this contest with a reputation built on surgical precision, strategic preparation, and in-fight adjustments. His ability to manage range, study opponents, and make tactical changes during combat has consistently made him extremely difficult to defeat. Against Teofimo Lopez, These attributes will face their biggest test against Lopez's devastating power, blazing speed, and all-out attacking style, creating intrigue among fans and experts about how Stevenson will handle such pressure.
What do you think about the criticism that Shakur gets? Like, people say that he's
boring and all that.
he's not entertaining.
I mean, look, he's like an Andre Ward style. Andre Ward wasn't really that entertaining, but got the win. I mean, that's what boxing is all about. So I used to love watching the Andre Ward fight because it was so punch perfect. I watched his footwork, how he moved to the right, to the left, and I trained with him as well, with Virgil. And I used to watch how he trained and how he fought, and I thought how he puts his hands there and uses it as a defense, and then pulls your hands down and catches you over the top, and them little things. So this is a fight that people get, because you got two different styles. You got an offensive, defensive in Lopez, and you got a defensive in Shakur.
Lamont Roach, who has studied Stevenson extensively, explains that this fight shouldn't be seen as wild chaos, but as a battle decided by tactical control and precise execution. Victory over Lopez wouldn't just deliver another championship belt to Stevenson's collection, it would dramatically increase his star power and leverage in potential negotiations for that long-awaited showdown with Tank Davis. Industry insiders and hardcore fans agree that only by defeating a marquee name like Teofimo can Stevenson truly establish himself as the undisputed #1 contender worthy of facing Davis in what would be one of boxing's biggest possible matchups.
Okay, cool. But and doing that, and so I was always going to fight this year. He knew that too. I was always going to fight this year. It was going to be either like a tune-up or something before I fought him, if we were to get that together.
So who do you think wins that fight between him and Teofimo Lopez if they fight?
If they fight, I think Shakur wins. I think Shakur wins. And I don't think it's going to be like a super tough fight either. I think he just, his IQ will frustrate him. And
wow. Don't you think Teo has also good ring IQ and also is slick, fast?
I think
explosive?
so, but when you look at Teo's performances against guys that are just pure boxers, it's just like...
After watching both camps prepare for war, who are you backing when they finally step through the ropes? Share your predictions and breakdown in the comments section.